very nice guy. I've got to sit here and chat with him a little bit. They've been very nice.
Right. Deal.
You want both? Everybody here? What do you mean to do, Josh?
Dad, can I talk to Aarin by herself for a little bit? That's okay?
David, the friend? I'll walk you out here where you are.
Yeah, and you'll just be right around the corner there.
Good luck, Aaron.
Aarin, so like I told you a while ago, I'm Detective Josh, okay? And what I'm going to do is see what I can find out, everything, and I'm just going to get a full story from you, okay? As I'm asking you questions, I don't want you to think that I'm accusing you of anything, so sometimes I may ask questions that may seem that way when I'm asking them, okay? One of the things I will be doing is reading you your rights so that you understand them, that's all. Again, I'm not accusing you, I just want to make sure that we cover all bases, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court or other proceedings. You have the right to talk to an attorney for advice before you make any statement or answer any questions, and you may have your attorney present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney and desire one, the court may appoint one for you before any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney and desire one, you may request the court to appoint one for you, okay? You may stop the questioning at any time by refusing to answer any further questions or by requesting to consult with your attorney, okay? Do you understand your rights as I've read them to you? Okay, do you wish to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could, please. I'm just going to have you sign and date.
Did you want me to signature?
Yes, that's fine.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. You're fine. It's November 25th. And it's 6:02 p.m. Okay. All right. Let's start with very simply, who was Blake to you?
My daughter's dad.
Your daughter's dad. Okay. Did Blake live there at the house?
No, he spent the night with me a couple of times.
Okay. Had he stayed the last night? No. Okay.
His car is there because when he was staying the night, I don't know, within the last week, John knocked on the window in the middle of the night. And me and John have been broke up for a while, and I could tell that he was absolutely fucked up. John has a bad drug problem, and I just like shoved him in his car and he drove off, and like it was nothing else. But I was scared, so I asked Blake, "Hey, will you leave your vehicle here for a few days?" And it's the green one that's parked in my driveway because I thought maybe if his vehicle was there, John wouldn't stop by.
Right.
So he's been driving my old car to work.
Okay.
And we just told my parents something was wrong with his.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to tell my parents that John's been trying to.
Right. What night was that?
I don't think it's been a week.
Okay. So within a week, possibly. Okay.
Maybe
Very,
6, 7, or 8 days.
Okay. Pretty recent. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what's happened tonight or this afternoon.
John came by, and he also come by another time, and I, didn't let him in, but I let him in this time. He gave me Taco Bell and a half pint of Jaeger.
Okay.
So he came in, and he just was telling me what's new in his life. It wasn't a bad conversation, but I don't know. And then the kid pulled up, and I saw Blake getting out, and so I went up there and I was like, "John's in there, he's about to leave." He was like, "Oh yeah, I know he's about to leave. I'm gonna tell him he needs to get the fuck out of here." And I was like, "It's okay, don't worry about it, like he's gonna leave." And Blake was like, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna make sure to tell him, get the fuck out of here and don't come back." And so he walked in, and no one even said a word. He didn't even say a word. He didn't even make it into the living room. He didn't even make it into the living room. And John just shot him one single time. Only one time. Like, my goodness, have been in the arm. No, ran to Bill's house, who's my neighbor, and I was just yelling, and nobody would come out, and I was leaving Blake there too long, and I had to get back up to Blake. I don't remember if I was still on 911, but I was just asking her, what do I do? What do I do for him? And she told me to get a towel, and I did, and I just, I don't know. Oh,
Aaron, listen to me when I tell you this, okay? I completely understand why you're upset. You know, I understand that. But please understand that from everything you're telling me and everything that I know so far, you did everything that you possibly could have, okay? So I don't want you to...
But I feel like if I would have just told my parents, we put up cameras, oh no, John wouldn't have stopped by. I wouldn't have stupidly been like, okay, I'll have a fucking chat with you. What's up? Oh!
Has John ever made any kind of threats in the past?
Oh,
Yeah?
not to blame.
Not to blame?
I mean, actually, yeah, never mind.
Okay. Was it just physical threats, or was it, I'm gonna kill you?
Oh, he was like, I'll fucking kill him.
Okay.
I mean, he has a bad drug problem, like, he was abusive, he's dislocated my jaw, I mean...
Is it like a jealous...
Idiot.
Is it like a jealousy thing, or is he possessive of you?
I mean, he hasn't been, because we've been broke up.
How long have you been broke up?
A while. I tried really, really hard to get away from him, so I went out of state for a couple of months, and he's just that dude that wanted me so bad that wouldn't give up. Even like last month, I was out having lunch with my girlfriends at Mammy's. Hadn't talked to him or anything, and the waiter comes up and was like, "Oh, Aaron, yours and Hannah's has been paid for." And I was like, "Who? What?" Like, we were confused. And so then whenever we dug in a little bit more, the waiter came back and was like, "It was John Winsett. Do you know him?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my boyfriend." And she was like, "Well, it's really weird. He even asked what you ordered, and when I told him what you ordered, he was like, 'Good girl.'" And I don't know how he knew we were at Mammy's that day. We were on the patio, but I don't know. So just these small little occurrences of him just trying to get back in my life.
Right. Okay. So the shooting happened inside the house?
Mhm.
Okay. Before he got to the living room. So I haven't been inside the house. So
So
if
when
I
you
could
walk
grab the
in-
carport.
So when you walk in that side door, Blake walked like into the hallway, and like he was right at the hallway entrance, and John was actually over in front of my big window. They were all the way apart. Like, there was no scuffle, there was no words even spoken between them.
Okay.
And like all that Blake said was, "Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell him to get the fuck out of here." He didn't even be like, "I'm gonna go beat his fucking ass." Like, he didn't even say that. He was just like, "I'm gonna tell him he needs to get the fuck out of here." That's all.
Where were you?
Right beside Blake.
Beside, like, to the right of him, to the left of him, behind him?
I think I might have walked in first. Actually, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But
I understand.
I'm pretty sure I might
You
have
were
walked in
within the
first.
same room or same?
Yes, like Blake was I think I was right. I was to Blake's right, and John was standing up, and at that moment he had his hand like this, and it was so fast. It was just so fast.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe it didn't like shoot me, and he just shot one single time. One time.
And then he just ran out the door?
Mhm.
Okay. So when the call came out, what kind of vehicle does John drive?
Black Yukon Denali. I think it's 913747 is his license plate number.
913747.
Yeah.
Okay. And you gave an address of 160 Active Ridge, is that correct?
That's
So
where his parents live.
That's where his parents live?
John owns a house, 1600 Pappy Cecil.
Okay.
And he was just telling me that he bought a farm in Lebanon. I don't know.
Okay.
about where he might be. I mean, he might have went there. I don't know.
Well, he was there.
Oh, yes.
In fact, they did have him in custody.
Oh, yes.
We're currently working on a couple of things. We're gonna get a search warrant for your house.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting a search warrant for his parents' house, so that we can find any evidence to trace back, okay? Well, one thing I will need, and you may not wanna do it, but I need the clothes that you're wearing right now, because I've gotta single out everything
Will I get them back, girl?
and compare blood and stuff like that.
Will I get them back?
They'll be in evidence, and then the courts, I'm sure, will be able to get it back to you.
It's just on TV, they don't give them back. And I just do want them back. I know it sounds so weird.
And that's something we can work out when we get into court, okay? But right now, we gotta do it so that we can
Does John know that he
eliminate.
killed him?
What's that?
Does John know that he killed him?
I'm not sure. I haven't spoke with John. I came directly to your house. There was another detective that went, and another deputy that went to the other house, to Abbey Ridge. So I'm not sure exactly where he's at. I haven't spoke with him yet. That's one of my next steps. So, okay. So yeah, I don't know if he knows the results of his actions right now or not. So. Okay.
Why is the fucked up part of me feel sorry for him? Because he's fucked up in the head. But he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He might be on a substance.
Okay.
I don't know for
What's
sure. He didn't seem
What's
like
his poison? What's his usual?
meth and heroin.
Meth and heroin. Okay.
You guys went out. He had a bad incident, like back in February, bad hallucination, and he actually called the police because the squatters were in his house.
Oh, okay.
Y'all came and confiscated his gun, and y'all just gave it back to him.
Was it the same gun?
I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew if he was familiar with the gun. Okay.
I know he has a lot of guns.
So what kind of, did he have a handgun tonight?
It was a pistol.
It was a pistol? Can you tell me the color of it?
I think black or gray.
Okay, and I know it's all happening fast, so I understand that. Do you recognize it as being like, do you know the difference between a revolver
It
and
had
a semi-automatic?
It had two holes in the
In
front.
the front, okay. Okay. Do you know the difference between a revolver and a semi-automatic?
I don't think it was a revolver.
Okay, well, a wheel gun is that?
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was something like newer.
Okay. Okay. Alright, and you obviously didn't see that until he pulled it out at that point, right? He didn't have it sitting on his hip or nothing like that? Okay.
Right. I had no idea that he
Right.
brought that into my house.
Right, okay. Alright, that's all I need for right now. What's a good phone number for you if I have any more questions or if we need to discuss anything? You don't have to turn your phone on right now.
502 715
Okay.
2441. And I'm gonna give you my mom's too, cause I don't know when I would wanna turn that on.
Okay.
502
Uh-huh.
296 9916.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
6192.
Aarin. What's your middle name, Aaron?
Lee.
Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Seward.
So glad y'all got him.
You know John's birthday?
Christmas Eve, I think 87 or 86. He's 32.
Okay. WIMPSET.
WIMSETT.
What's his middle name?
John Thomas.
Thomas.
Lester.
Okay. So that's really basically all I need right now. Like I said, if I have any other things, I'll call you or your mom and just see what else we need to go. You know, and I can't tell you what's gonna come up of it, so I just want to make sure if I need to, I can get in contact with you later. So, okay. All right. Well, I thank you. Okay. I'm very sorry for your loss. Okay. It's there's no way to explain how
Oh, no.
it is. I'm sorry for it.
Thanks.
Okay. Are these your clothes that they brought? I'm gonna let you step into the restroom there, and
I
then,
don't want to.
but
Please let me get them back.
I will do everything in my best power to make sure that
I need to know that I'm gonna get them back.
I won't keep them.
No, you don't want them.
No, what I'm saying is if it's up to me and they look at me and say, what do you wanna do with these clothes, do you wanna keep them in evidence?
Oh,
I'll have no reason, that's, yeah, so,
I
that's what I
appreciate
mean.
that.
Okay,
And I know it's weird that I want them with this blood on them, but I don't know.
everybody grieves in different ways.
Blake was such a good person, just so funny.
What was Blake's birthday?
June 28th, 92.
92. Well, he was right around your age then. And it was Richard Blake, was that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. If you like, I'll get you a pair of gloves too, so you can take those off.
I don't need gloves.
Okay. Yeah. Pants in one bag.
That says jacket on it.
I'm fix it.
I didn't have this jacket there.
You didn't have it right there.
No, it's fine.